fearless pioneer. Yo, what is going on, guys? EJ here, bringing another Lord of the Rings Rise of War video. Today, guys, just before my season ends, we've only got like 30 something hours left. On my previous video of Faramir, I called him the best tier 1, which I really put that because of his unique gear. But I've seen a lot of comments in this in the comments section of that video saying that they believe for the good side that Dwalin is the best tier 1, and I can kind of agree on that. I actually have him R17 and I don't think I've ever made a video with him ever, so I thought I'd make a Dwalin video and we'll check him out and see how we go. I've got some ideas for some troop combinations and things, so yeah, let's get into it, shall we? So first off, I do have him level 50, which is beautiful. I've been using him a little bit this season, but not really much. I haven't really got any really good reports yet. I haven't really done a lot of big PvP with him, but I've leveled him up. So as you can see, guys, I do have his unique axes here. The twin axes at level 2 refinement. It gives really good buff to the might, commander speed, and I do like it with the unit attack units of dwarves +3. But also with battle dance Dwalin, when he does normal attacks, he has a 20% chance to do extra damage. Why have I done this over my Axe of Khazad-dûm? With a little bit of extra might, I am getting the extra attack from the dwarves here, and I don't have cleave at the moment. That's probably the only reason why I'm using the twin axes over the Axe of Khazad-dûm in this period. Now with gear, I'd say Durin's plate is a very good option here, guys, but I don't have that for dwarf gear, so I'm using the Warborn battle plate, which is really good because it does increase might by a lot, but it also does buff our defense for melee as well as speed for our melee units, which we will be focusing on using all melee units with him. Also with the strength of dexterity, guys, it does give a little extra might buff as well, which is great to see. As you can see with my gear, we have 404 might. That is really nice. We then are using the Cask of Pride, which increases might and army defense melee as well. So we're going to be getting, just from these two pieces of gear, an extra buff of 45 defense for our melee units. Also with Warcry, it just increases allied damage for the first few rounds. That's because he's a damage commander, this ain't going to help that much, but that's all I have to work with because that is what I've got on my gear. And then we one here, also we'll just talk about the helmet real quick. You can use like the Iron Bassinet or the dwarf helmets as well if you have them here. I just don't have a lot of dwarf gear. And then the last one, of course, you could use the Pride of Erebor and stuff here. I don't have that, so I've decided to go with the End Draft because it gives a bunch of HP buff as well as a really good commander might buff, which is going to in turn increase the amount of damage that my commander and troops are going to do, as you can see right here. With the damage dealt by army, it gives a buff of plus 20%. Now for the skilling, here's exactly how you should be running. I have him at R17. I always work on getting Experienced Warrior maxed out, so it increases our commander damage with the max effects of damage against melee units plus 10. Hunt Down, which is really good here, guys. As you can see, after the commander attacks, damage dealt is increased by plus 11.2%. It is modified by a might stat. That's why higher might is really good for 2 rounds, and it can stack up to 2 times. We then have Collaboration, which increases normal attacks, do an additional 125% physical damage there. Then we have Durin's Blood, which of course increases the commander skill and max level effect of plus 15 might. We have Whirlwind and All In, which of course are very strong, heavy hitting damage commander skills, which are really good. Then I've put the rest of my skills into reducing the physical damage received by my army, which then in turn I can put the extra skill points into Longbeard, which also helps with our commander's physical damage ignoring a certain percentage of the target's defense. So that's how we're going to be running him. Now, as for troop combinations, this is the one that I have come up with. Now, you can do full stacks and stuff like that. So I'm going to be running 3,000 of the Guardians. 300, that wouldn't be enough. And as you can see with the stat buffs, I have 146 defense, and I have these guys all maxed out with all my gold and skills. And then after that, I'm going to be running 2,500 of the good old Guard of the Towers here, which are completely maxed as well. As you can see, they have defense of 123. Now, you probably could change this down to maybe like 2,000 and have 3,500. I'm just trying this little troop combination, and then we'll go from there. Then another one that I see a lot of people running is the Ram Riders on here, so I've done that as well. They still have really good defense, but really good HP buff and really good damage, and I've got them all maxed out, guys. So yeah, with that being said, all we have to do now is to go getting into some PvP action. I'm currently trying to work on getting up here. There's a little bit of activity at the moment, so we've got plenty of armies defending here, so hopefully they can't destroy this, but in like you will see in just a moment. But once this is going, I'm going to try get him up here and get him into some friendly PvP battles, or probably not so friendly, because we're kind of still having a little bit of a war with Erebor and Lothlorien still. But yeah, we'll test him out in battle and see exactly how he goes. So guys, we've got our Dwalin into position, and like with this video as well, I know he works really good with the monostack and that. I was talking with some of my fellowship members and that. I think they showed me some of them reports and that I can quickly just show you. But I just wanted to try something a little bit different without the monostack and that. So people were using like the monostack of the Guardians or the Guardmen, as you can see, for example, there. So it was pretty interesting. So yeah, they're running the monostack and that as well. But I wanted to just try something a little bit different. So you can see, like, here's some reports of how things work here with the Dwalin, with the monostacks going to head. So this is a pretty cool little battle here, which is really cool to see. I do like that. Have a quick little breakdown of that real quick. But yeah, we're gonna basically we're just gonna see how mine goes without the monostack. So yeah, I'm just heading right now up to some of these armies. I have absolutely no idea what's here. So yeah, we'll find out soon. They are from Erebor and Skull, so the chances of it being a dwarf commander is pretty high. So it'd be pretty cool to see a Dwalin versus Dwalin. Or versus a Gimli or DAIN, who I feel like could probably beat me, especially if it's really good geared. But yeah, we're going to go on with our first battle with that troop composition and everything like that. It looks like we've got nearly 350,000, 349,000 HP. So yeah, let's go give this a try, shall we? We don't have a lot of stamina either, so I can't do a lot of moves, but I probably can attack this guy a couple of times. Looks like we've just got the one guy here at the moment. There was a lot of armies here earlier, but they have dissipated. So yeah, let's hopefully this ain't a fake army. It's actually a full strong army ready to battle. Because yeah, I want some good results here. As you can see, I can't clairvoyance and check that. Okay, it's versus Galadriel. This is going to be slightly interesting. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, a level 49 Galadriel. Very, very differently, troop-wise. How's the gear on it? Okay. It's not the world's strongest, Galadriel whatsoever. This is probably the least, like, thought thing that I'll bump into. Gear-wise, pretty solid. Just, like, the gear is kind of in the right place. It got stun immunity. That's quite interesting. Just, obviously not refinement. The only thing is the troop combination is very different there, without an absolute doubt. So usually I see Galadriel has either a big single stack of troops and that, but yeah, this was definitely a different troop combination than I well expected. So as you can see, Dwalin did absolutely insane here, guys, with 341,000 damage done. She did do 62,000 healing, where I did a lot of commander damage. So yeah, that was a really good report. I was not expecting that whatsoever. So that was, wow, that really shocked me. So we can see a look at the breakdowns. So we can see that, like, even though our troop damage and loss was really spread out evenly really well. So I really like the look of that. That's really evenly spread. As you can see from the damage dealt from damage received was really good and pretty evenly distributed. And then we can see from the damage received, as you can see from the damage received there, guys, we did a lot of damage to the catters there. So yeah, had a lot of cadets there. I don't think she was full HP. Was just under 300,000. So I think she could have just had a couple more troops, but nearly full. But yeah, really surprising results there and amazing results. So yeah, very surprising there. That was some crazy battle in there. I'm going to back him back off and restock him back up with the exact same amount of troops and see if we can get into some other battles. Rightio guys, so we have a speed attack coming in. We'll see exactly what happens here. Yeah, so I put up the Fort YouTube PvP, which usually means people are going to send insane crazy stuff. So we'll see what happens in a moment, whether he's clairvoyanced or not. I think I looked at the guy and he's from Lotr, Return of the United Kingdom. I think I remember this guy. I think he has a really strong DAIN. I think I've talked to him in the past. So, yeah, I'm probably expecting he's got to probably send his DAIN. I know he has one. If he clairvoyance and stuff like that. So, I could probably lose this battle, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. He could just completely send something else and didn't clairvoyance. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. He's going to hit in about 30 seconds here, guys. And, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, it's at least a draw. But, yeah, usually when I put the YouTube PvP up, I usually set myself up for failure without an absolute doubt. Like, people to send absolute monsters. But, in saying that, I am R17 with super good gold gear. So, even if I'm versing a super strong DAIN, I should at least be able to draw here, I hope. And we're not using the monostack. So, yeah. Okay, we've got T minus a few seconds. And remember, it will be instant. So, we're going to find out exactly what happens. So, yeah, let's see what happens. He could madness bomb me as well. Okay, so it looks like it was... Okay, so he did send his DAIN. Very interesting, guys. Let's have a look. Nice. Okay. This is a great... Wow, this is a great result, guys. So he did send his DAIN. Okay, very interesting, which is all gold. I definitely have him out-strengthened with gold, but he's outbeaten me with might of 452. That is very interesting. First off, I'm just going to recall my Dwalin back just a little bit. And then let's just go back into the results because I don't want to lose all my troops. So yeah, it looks like we actually won this battle. So the HP levels were around about the same and he was using the monostack. So I'm seeing some amazingly good results here already without the monostack. This is really great, guys. Commander damage 211,000 to 227,000. So we did roughly around the same commander damage, but I out-damaged him with my soldier damage a lot. Damage received, I received 272 to his 326,000. I'm very happy with these results so far, guys. If we have a look at the breakdowns, so damage dealt 211,000 there. We can see the amounts of the damage, so these are just from the troops. And the amount received the most, our Guardians did tank a lot of the damage. My Rams did fully die as well. But yeah, I'm very happy with these results so far, guys. Very interesting to say the least. Not the world's insane strongest gear, but it is absolutely all the correct gear in the right places. Yeah, and I don't know what else to say. I'm very impressed with these results, guys. A very good battle there. Dwalin, wow. I think I'm going to be using him every season now. He is absolutely crazy. And he has the ability to heal early as well. So he could be decent to level up early as well. And it shows that just... Guardians, I think, are definitely an absolute most. But I feel like he can definitely be used with other troops as well. So yeah, very amazing results. I'm going to go message this guy now and say GG's, very good battle. Rightio, guys. So I had a cheeky... red book here, so I was able to get some gems. So we're going to quickly reskill Dwalin for the Longbeard skill that I was told, and we're going to see if it betters our results. I was told people want to see a big battle versus THEODEN, so we're going to see what happens versus him. It could be very interesting, so I'm trying to line up a battle versus THEODEN at the moment, but we're going to have to at least put 14 points into Warrior of the Lonely Mountain here. Then that way we can max our Longbeard out. So we're going to be having like 50% defense instead of like nearly that's like another 25% extra. So I can see exactly what they're saying there, guys. So yeah, that's going to be very interesting. So we're going to max out these skills, and I'm probably just going to reduce the amount of points that I have in Hunt Down, for example here. So it's going to be very interesting. Now, I probably overlooked that a little bit, so yeah, I think that probably was the best way. We had to put a few more points in here, so we have less points in Hunt Down now, without a doubt. So we might do a little bit less physical damage. Looks like some tiles and that was just flipped. So I'm working out now. We're going to see exactly what happens. So we're going to try and find a THEODEN in just a moment, guys. So with a troop combination, it's still going to be the same as well. I just fixed it up a little bit. So we've got 2,000 dwarves, 3,000 of the guardmen, and then 1,250 of the ram riders, guys. So yeah, I'm currently talking to a few people and trying to work out a battle versus a THEODEN at the moment. Alright guys, so Dwalin is going in for the final battle. And it was requested by a few people that I verse a THEODEN in this video, so we're going to be going up with one. I'll just show you, I was straight up with the guy as well. Basically, I was told him like straight up that I had an R17 Dwalin. I'm doing my first video on him and stuff like that, and I'm not using the MONOSTACK, but I did tell him that I will be having 3k guardmen in it and stuff like that. And he did tell me that he has an R14 THEODEN, which has gold and purple gear, so it's going to be very interesting, especially if he's using bow knights, which I highly recommend he probably is. So we're going to see how that does, as well as his new skilling, which I think I probably showed before, but you can just see it before we hit, because I've got a little bit of time to kill here. A little bit less in Hunt Down now, of course, but we do have Longbeard max, so we've got about 25% extra reduction for the physical damage. Ignores the 50% defense now, so instead of it being 25% of the defense, it's going to be 50% now, so it could be very interesting. So yeah, this is about to clash in just a moment, and we're going to see how this epic battle goes. And yeah, so far all I can say is Dwalin has been absolutely fantastic. We're going to see how he does with a bit less of the good old dwarf units this time. And then we're using a little bit of these guys just because we're versing THEODEN, but just because I was also out of these and I only had 2,000 left. And then of course the ram riders. You could do a full monostack here in this aspect of the battleverse a THEODEN, but yeah, that is not the whole point of this video. So yeah guys, we've got just a few seconds here and we're going to be clashing. The big thing we want to be seeing at least here is a draw, of course. And yeah, let's see what happens. So yeah, we got into a draw. Let's see the damage, 60s, 80, 50. Okay, it looks pretty decent. Let's have a look, shall we, guys? This is not too bad whatsoever. So definitely a strong THEODEN. Okay, yeah, that's a really good THEODEN. Okay, so this THEODEN's really strong, an R14 THEODEN. He has his sword and stuff like that, so he's definitely running the Cavaliers with it. It's not 100% full strengthened, but he does have the range as well, so he's doing some extra healing. Let's have a look at the full breakdown, guys. So we did do extra damage than him, but of course he had a lot more HP. We received 246,000, so less damage received from other battles, like versus that DAIN, for example. He did do 50,000 healing, so yo, though his item definitely helped increase his healing as well. So all in all with that, he's probably taken about like 260,000, so a pretty even battle, but nonetheless really good. You can see the breakdowns and stuff like that, so you can see that basically I wasn't left with a lot of troops left, but I had a lot of the guardmen left, so there goes. Did do a lot of the damage and did tank a lot of the damage as well, which was very interesting. And you can see all the damage breakdowns and everything there. Where versus the THEODEN, you can see where I was doing all the damage and stuff. Obviously, the damage received to the bow knights, so having 1,650 bow knights definitely helped him a lot there. If it was a little bit more even, maybe like 1,300, for example, we could have had a bit better results there, because we both know that the bow knights are very strong. But overall, I think that is a really good result there, guys. And on that note, I think it is excellent to wrap up this video. I'm very impressed with Dwalin. Fantastic results. I think I'm definitely going to be using him again, guys, in battle. He is terrific. And yeah, I think he could do quite well in early game as well with his healing skills. But yeah, we're going to wrap up today's video there, guys. And until next time, peace out, EJ's out, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Of the EJU.